After like 2.5 years of my testing job, I got bored of it. Like, come on, every day I'm doing the same kind of job. There's no interesting thing happening in my life. And I wanted a change. First 2 weeks were like very good. We were like slowly introduced to the course. Everything was good. And it started, it became interesting after every week. And I started enjoying it. I started enjoying it so much that I was like, come on, now I'm interested in 1.5 year. I'll be becoming so stable that I want to leave my IT job and start a full-time writing job. I'm Sayan. I'm an analyst, a software testing analyst in Accenture. In a school days, I wanted to join forces. I started preparing for the forces when I was around 15. Because I stay in Visakhapatnam, I always see so many Navy people here. Most of the Navy headquarters is there. So it was always fascinating for me. When I completed my 11th and 12th, I was sure I wanted a uniform and I wanted to serve for the Indian Armed Forces. Then I started preparing for NDA. I couldn't crack NDA in the first attempt, and I have to take a college. That failure was, it hit me quite hard. After that, when NDA did not happen, then I think, okay, now what is my backup thing? It's engineering. To be frank enough, yeah, I did not wanted to join in an IT background because it was always from my backup for me. After like 2.5 years of my testing job, I got bored of it. Like, come on, every day I'm doing the same kind of job. There's no interesting thing happening in my life. And I wanted a change. I wanted a change so badly that I was trying everything. But why it was content writing only? Because writing was connected to me. I used to write journals where I can talk with myself. I used to write diaries. Apart from that, I didn't have any writing experience. But yeah, writing was more interested to me when I started reading books. I started reading books around my engineering first year days. MyCaptain was never planned. It was I will say it's an instinct that happened. I started following it. There was good content that you were showing, and I said, okay, let's check this page, what it is. Then I got to know there was quite a brief given about content writing. I'm like, oh, this is something new. I didn't know. I had zero knowledge about content writing. First 2 weeks were like very good. We were like slowly introduced to the course. Everything was good, and it started it became interesting after every week. And I started enjoying it. I started enjoying it so much that I was like, come on, now I'm interested in 1.5 year. I'll be becoming so stable that I want to leave my IT job and start a full-time writing job. I started pushing myself, and you start enjoying it from inside. And when you start enjoying something from inside, that hunger comes. You have to learn. Wherever you're getting data, you have to start learning it. And I think that worked for me. The captains that helped me in live classes were the structure. Like how you write, what you write, what are the do's and don'ts. But the thing that helped me growing was the minor projects. The minor project, the portfolio project. Yeah, there is a feedback also every time given to your minor project and major project. So yeah, it helps. It helps where you stand. If it's get rejected also, you know, right, why it is getting rejected. What now I am doing is, I have some favorite brands. Okay. I have listed those brands and I started looking around those brands, how they write, what they write. Because now you have that in your brain, right? You see a different brand differently only after this course. Before, when I'm seeing KFC or Zomato, like, oh, inka content bahut acha hai, bahut comedy hai. But now it is not like that. Why they are writing, we understand. The decision of taking freelance for me was I was not sure. Because it was a fear for me because to change all of a sudden. And where I was already doing 2.5 years of work in IT, my decision was not final to completely move about content writing. So I thought, okay, let's do freelancing gigs. Let's understand where you're standing. And that's why I choose freelancing. What placement did for me is, अगर placement नहीं होता, आपके कोर्स में अगर placement नहीं होता, I was like, करते हैं अगले हफ्ते, start करते हैं freelancing websites, फिर अगले हफ्ते, ठीक है, ऐसा होता. वो कभी पुश नहीं करा. I think it started around the beginning of March, and I cracked my first 2 gigs at the end of March. These 2 gigs I would have never got if there is no placement. MyCaptain is like kind of it happens now. You are becoming a successful person. There is always a person who is holding your hand and taking to that successful journey. I think MyCaptain has done that for me.